It starts with vision, fam. Starts with vision. Who do you want to be? Where do you want to go? What do you want to do? Because success does not happen by mistake, fam. Nothing just happens. Oh, I just was walking one day and it just happened. You got to visualize it. You got to see it first before it turns into reality. Now, when I say this stuff, it's like, okay, what does that even mean, Anthony? What does it mean to visualize? Do I sit around and do nothing and cross my fingers and cross my toes and say, oh, I am going to one day be this and I'm going to speak it to the universe? It doesn't happen. It doesn't work like that. The way it works, fam, is this. You visualize where you want to be. You see yourself there and you act as if you already have it. Now, what do I mean by that? Everything I have in my life, fam, I once put it down on paper before. Everything I've ever wanted. The only thing I'm mad about is that I didn't ask for more. For real, right? Because I'm writing things down on paper. I'm like, okay, yeah, by this time I'm going to have this, I'm going to have this. The vision, my vision of myself, who do I need to be to make this happen? Then you look at it, okay, right now a lot of it won't make sense because I am not in position. I don't have the list of priorities that I need to get to that point. I don't have the resources to get to that point. I'm not in position to get to that point right now, but what's the first step? What has to change about me in order to make that vision come true? So there's a lot of things that I put down on paper that I completely forgot about, right? 10 years ago, 11 years ago, 12 years ago. And then you get sidetracked here, which for me, I still think getting sidetracked is forward energy in some way, right? Because it does distract you. It does become a new priority outside of the vision that you wrote down. But when it all ends, when it blows up in your face because you decided to chase pleasure, chase comfort, chase security, you decide, maybe this is not the way, I got to get back on track. There's a lot of lessons to be learned, though. There's a lot of gems in that. There's a lot of people you meet that prepare you for the people you need to meet. There's a lot of things that you do within these side missions that, yes, it looks like you've wasted a lot of time, but if you switch your perspective a little bit, because it is a waste of time, depending how you see it, right? If you don't get no gems out of it, it's a waste of time. But if you pick up the lessons from the sidetracking, the side missions, if you pick up the lessons from that, you could get right back on track and say, man, I've learned so much. I've learned how to communicate. I've learned how to solve problems. I've learned how to end things. I've learned how to stay on track and stay focused. And I understand the importance of this now, this vision that I have. Because again, fam, the journey is what matters more than anything else. It's the person that you're going to become that matters more than anything else. So when you visualize yourself as they are ready, you say, okay, I'm here. I'm that person. This is who I need to be. I need to be it now. And that's how I see it, fam. Anything I've ever wanted, I'm like, I'm going to be it now. Anything that I want now, I'm like, I have it already. It's in here. I have it in here already. It's mine. Oh, Anthony, that sounds cute, huh? But you don't have it, huh? No, it's mine. I can smell it. I can taste it. I can see it. I can feel it. I'm there already. And there's nothing that you can say because I act as if already, right? And then I do whatever it takes for the world to see it because I already saw it. So when it actually happens, it's familiar. When it happens, it already happened in my mind. The world is responding to it. The world is like, wow. Everybody around me, it's like, wow, I see your growth. Wow, this is all just happening in your life. Wow. It's like, I saw it here already. There's a lot of things in my mind that's going to happen within the next 3 to 4 months, within the next year, within the next 5 to 10 years. It's already on paper, fam. Who do I need to be to get that? What do I need to do to get that? What has to change? Because I don't know it all. What do I need to learn? Because I don't know it all, fam. What do I need to do to put myself in position to get those things or to get to be where I want to be? And then I love the journey. I love the process. I make love to the process, fam. Because I'm constantly challenging myself. Everything, every moment, it's a new opportunity for me to get to where I say I want to go. Every moment, every moment. My goal is to live a high quality life, a life of love, a life of clarity, a life of truth, right? Fulfillment, purpose, passion. Every moment, I get an opportunity to exercise that, right? To do it. Okay, boom, this is a challenge. Let me solve this problem. Let me make it happen. Let me do it. Let me have fun along the way. How stupid I look, right? I made this move and I thought this was the right move. I'm so dumb. I have fun with it. I laugh. I make all these choices that get me a certain result that I don't want. And I'm like, okay, another rep, another rep, another rep. I have fun with it, fam. Every moment. Okay, I'm tired. I don't feel like showing up. I don't, right now I could take a nap or I can do this. What's the best move that's gonna get me to where I want to go? I'm alive. I'm present every single moment of my life, fam. I'm present. I'm here. This is what I want. And that energy is contagious, right? Because I respect every single moment. I respect every single moment of my life. I can learn from any single moment because it's all in my mind, right? Am I present? Am I seeing it? Am I opening my eyes? I can look at a tree and learn so much from a tree. A lot of ideas can come just taking a walk around the park, walk around the block. You can see so much. But when you're not present, when you're not here, when you're not taking control over your life and you're allowing life to happen to you, you don't pick up the gems, fam. You don't pick it up, right? You're pulled in so many directions. You get lost in what's happening instead of being present in what's happening. You forgot. You didn't put it down on paper. You forgot what you wanted. You forgot you said all these things when you were feeling good and you was excited about it and your energy was up. You forgot what you put down on paper, fam. So then people would argue and say, do you really want it if you forget? Because you could put it down and say, yeah, this is what I want, this is what I want, this is what I want. And then the world happens to you. Fam, this doesn't happen by mistake. Success happens on purpose. You have to take responsibility. You have to take it, own it, control it. You have to control it and go after it, fam. Doesn't happen on its own. You have to create it. You have to put yourself in position to make it happen. We're talking about literally looking at your life and saying, okay, what do I need to do to get there? And then there's a fear. The fear is, what if I do all this and it doesn't happen? It doesn't work out. How? If you are in control over that, are you willing to adapt and adjust to get to where you say you want to go? Adapt and adjust until you make a move. It didn't turn out. It wasn't part of your vision. It wasn't aligned. It's not getting you closer to where you want to go. However, again, there's a gem in that. You could pick it up. It's not a waste of time. It's only a waste of time if you're not looking at the lessons, if you're not taking that class. But you can look at the whole situation and say, okay, what do I need to do to make this work? It can always work. It can always work out for you, fam, if you have the mindset of I'm going to adapt and adjust until. But if you quit, if you care about other people's opinions, okay, if I make this move and it doesn't work out, then the opinions of other people are going to look at me like this. No, the perception has to be on point. So now you're living for the perception versus actually living to adapt and adjust with forward energy, right? You're living for other people's opinions. So I want to look like I'm successful. I want to look like I'm making these, every decision I make is to perfection. I don't fail. So now you're valuing the wrong things, fam. Again, you got to put it down on paper and commit to that and say, I'm going to make this happen regardless. Fam, I don't care what anyone else thinks. I don't live for other people's opinions. I don't live for the judgments, right? Where people, judging me and having their, putting their limitations on me. I don't buy into it, fam. I own my own zone. I own my own moment. I own my own energy. Say, look, I'm going all in on me. I don't care what anyone else says. I don't care what anyone else does. I'm going to do me regardless what anyone else says. And this is something that you have to borrow this energy, fam. Borrow this energy. Borrow this energy. Understand, right? It's not going to happen on its own. Understand you can't live for the opinions of others. You can't live for what other people are going to say. You got to focus on, okay, if I make a move and it doesn't turn out to be how I want it to be, what can I do to make it work? What can I do to take this and view it as another opportunity to grow and do something new and get me closer to who I want to be and where I want to be and what I want to do? That's it.